Hello Year 2, it's Wednesday the 3rd of March 2021 and this is your maths lesson today. First of all, mark your work from yesterday. You had 3 tasks. This was the first, this was the second, and this was the third. Please make sure you have marked all your work from yesterday, and I'll put the answers on the slides nice and clearly. Let's read the learning question. My turn. Can I recall the 5 times table? Your turn. So we've done the 2 times table. Now we're practicing the 5s. Here's Jamal again. Let's practice counting in 5s. We're going to count up to 60. Are you ready? Nice and loud. 5, 10, 15, 'So these numbers are the answers to all our multiplication calculations today. So these numbers must be one of your answers. Here's Victor. Let's read the vocabulary together. Recall, your turn. Memorize, your turn. Times 5, your turn. 5 times, your turn. So today we're going to be practicing multiplying by 5 and looking at 5 groups. Both these calculations will have the same answer. Okay, so first let's look at times 5. So when we have the multiplication symbol, then 5, we're looking for groups of 5. We're trying to find 5 in each group. Lots of 5. Groups of 5. Okay? Look at this array here. Can you see the groups of 5? Are the groups of 5 going in rows, or are the groups of 5 going in columns? What do you think? Shout out, rows or columns? Well done. The groups of 5 are in columns. There's a group of 5. Each column is a group of 5. Well done. So you can spot groups of 5. Let's practice a bit more. We're getting really good at this now, aren't we? So here I've got some apples, and there are 5 apples in each group, and there are 3 groups. So what's the multiplication number sentence that represents this picture? Well, how many groups have I got? I've got 3. How many in each group? There are 5. Now, how many altogether? Let's count in 5s. 5, 10, 15. So this picture is 3 lots of 5 equals 15. Another example. Each tower is a group, and it has 5 in each group. So what's the calculation? Have a think. Right, can you shout out what the calculation is for me? What number's going to go here? Shout out. Yes, 4. Why? Because there are 4 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's number's going to go here? Shout out for me. That's it, 5. Why? Good, because there are 5 in each group. Now, how many altogether? Let's check by counting in fives. 5, 10, 15, 20. Did you get 20? Good job. So times 5, we're looking for groups of 5. What about 5 times when the 5 comes before the multiplication sign? Well, we're looking here for 5 groups. Doesn't matter how many are in each group, we need 5 groups altogether. Here's a challenge for you. Can you see my array here? Can you see 5 groups? Can you see 5 groups? Are the 5 groups vertically in columns or horizontally in rows? I need 5 groups altogether. Are they in rows or columns? Well, let's see. The 5 groups are in rows. There's the first group, the second group, the third group, the fourth group, and the fifth group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups. In this example, the purses are the groups. So I've got 5 purses, and I've got 3 pence in each purse. So what's my calculation going to be? 5 times, what's going to go here? 5 times 3, good job. 5, because I've got 5 groups. 3, because I've got 3 in each group. Now, how many altogether? Count those up for me. What did you get? Did you get 15? Good job. In this picture, I've got 5 groups. Each tree is a group, and I've got 5 trees. And there are 4 in each group. So what's the multiplication number sentence now? What goes here? That's right, 5. What goes here? Brilliant, 4, because there are 4 in each group. Now, how many are there altogether? That's right, there are 20. Good job. 5 lots of 4 equals 20. Okay. Can you remember from yesterday what happens when we multiply by 0? Have a think. What happens when we multiply by 0? Well done. When we multiply by 0, the answer is always 0. So I've got 2 calculations here. 0 lots of 5 is 0. 5 lots of 0 is 0. If we've got nothing and we multiply it by something, we're still going to have nothing. So it's the same for any number. If we multiply by 0, whether it's in the first position or the second position, the answer is always 0. When we multiply by 0, the answer is, say that sentence and finish it off. Good job, well done. Okay, now let's say the times 5 table. 0 times 5 is 0. 1 times 5 is 5. 2 times 5 is 10. 3 times 5 is 15. 4 times 5 is 20. 5 times 5 is 25. 6 times 5 is 30. 7 times 5 is 35. 8 times 5 is 40. 9 times 5 is 45. 10 times 5 is 50. 11 times 5 is 55. 12 times 5 is 60. Now let's say a 5 times table together. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 3 is 15. 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 6 is 30. 5 times 7 is 35. 5 times 8 is 40. 5 times 9 is 45. 5 times 10 is 50. 5 times 11 is 55. And 5 times 12 is 60. Okay, so it's time for our task today. First instruction, find page 22 and write the date and the learning question in your book. Can I recall the 5 times table? Now, you're going to write, your second instruction is to write the times 5 table, which is the first one here. So you've got to follow this pattern. 0 times 5 equals 5. Okay? 1 times 5 equals 5. Sorry, 0 times 5 equals 0. 1 times 5 equals 5. 2 times 5 equals 10. 3 times 5 equals, what will that be? That's right, 15. So you carry on with that pattern, and all these numbers here are your jumps of 5. They go in order, okay? When you've done that, your third instruction is to write the 5 times table. So in this table, we always start with the number 5. So 5 lots of 0 equals 0. 5 lots of 1 equal 5. 5 lots of 2 equal 10. And you keep going, okay, until you get up to 5 lots of 12 equal, and you should get to 60. Now, please set your work out carefully because I want you to see, okay, that 0 times 5 is the same as 5 times 0. So they must be in the same line. I want you to see that 1 times 5 is the same as 5 times 1 because the answer is the same. So please set these out carefully because when we're multiplying by 5, we can always use our counting in 5 skills, okay? Because we're counting in 5s for both of them. Okay, just a reminder, 1 digit in each square, okay? So I want to see your beautiful times tables that are lined up, okay, with the number facts nice and clearly written to teachers year 2 at birchfields.manchester.sch.uk.